Hi Aries, welcome to your 5th to the 12th of February 2024. So if you want to book a reading, it is in the description box below or the comment section. So at the top in the comment section, you'll see a link to my website. If you click it, you can book. There's lots of new readings. 3 month is big right now. Messages you need right now is big. You can also join the membership. It's in the description below. And we're going to be doing lots of content. The weeklies, the full weeklies are moving over to the membership, so check it out in the description below. Okay, so let's see what's coming through for you. Okay, so what are we seeing for Aries this week, please? What are we seeing for Aries, the 5th to the 12th? We've got the Two of Pentacles, so you've got a choice that you need to make. This can be relocation as well. The ship that's setting off is maybe letting something go, because the ship is sailing away. So this could be letting someone go. Some of you are kind of feeling someone slipping away. I feel like there's a choice that needs to be made this week, and some of you it's definitely to do with maybe letting something go or letting someone go. I think it's someone now. I'm also getting relocation. This can be, for example, a job offer. So you've got a job and another opportunity presents itself, and you might not be sure whether to take this new opportunity, to take this new path. Okay. Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords can be someone who's in a lot of pain. Some of you definitely need to work on your health. You need to work on mental health. This can be someone who's having thoughts of suicide. If it's not you, it could be someone around you, because with the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, this can be someone who's in a dark state of mind when it comes to life or money. For the Aries woman, be careful if you've got a man in your life, because this man could feel like a bit of a failure. So this can be where we're having constant money problems, or we're just having constant problems, and we go into kind of abysmal thinking. We go into abyss thinking. We go into like dark thinking. So this is where you back yourself into a corner in the mind, and you feel like you're not going to get out of it. Okay, this can be someone who's got a lot of debt. This can be someone who's made some mistakes. This can be someone who's got no job, no money. Okay, the Seven of Wands. So I feel like someone needs to get on top of something this week. Someone needs to set stronger boundaries in their own mind, or they need to set stronger boundaries financially. Be careful with people who are betraying you and using you for money. I'm also getting online fraud as well. So what I mean by this is like con men who are using women online for money. And this will come with some serious damage. You've got to be careful here. There's something about damage, something about destruction. But this can also be a person who's at breaking point. And so a breaking point, a gloom, can be that something needs to change. Something needs to end. Okay? In other words, we do need to go to another country. We do need to, set sail for new shores. Like, yeah. This can be where you're constantly triggered and you're just stressed all the time and you're tired all the time, and something needs to change. Balance needs to be reestablished. Okay. What energy is Aries carrying this week, please? The Tower. So there's either two things. You're your own worst enemy, or you're your own best friend. So the Tower can be anger, instability, being reactive. This is not good either. This can be someone who's in a dark night of the soul. It can be someone who's highly dangerous. It can be someone who's reactive. The unconscious mind is triggered. And when the unconscious mind is triggered, it can mess up the mind. This is not good, this combination. This can be someone who's having dark thoughts, dark fantasies. For me, the Tower is the unconscious mind, and so the unconscious mind is the body. This can be controlled. The body can't be controlled because the body is automatically programmed. So when we're angry, it's in the mind. We're thinking in anger. Rage is atomic. It's where you see people frenzy people and, you know, so be careful. For the Aries woman, there's something about being around a man who can bring you into the darkness, can bring you into a lot of danger. Is not good for your body, is not good for your emotions, is not good for your mind. The Hierophant. See the way you've got the gold key and you've got the silver key? This can be a conflict of interest, differences in a career, in a job. I do think for some of you Aries, you need to let something sail. A marriage, the Tower can be a breakdown. It's when things hit the Tower, it's the destruction. So something is being destroyed. It is collapsing. Some of you, you're the ones who are collapsing. Because the Tower is the internal, so it's the unconscious, and it's the unconscious mind is collapsing. It can no longer stay in the prison it's created for itself, like, especially with this combination. It's the midlife crisis that they talk about, but it's where you've basically backed yourself into a corner, a career, a job, a marriage, and it can't be sustained. And the reason for this is the company you work for, it just doesn't represent your morality, it doesn't represent your belief system, it doesn't represent, you're different. Same as a marriage or a relationship, you're too different. But sometimes I think Aries can be a very stubborn sign, and even though it can see the writing on the wall a mile away, it doesn't want to accept the fact. And I do think this week, like, you're gonna have to be careful, because that's the energy you're carrying. So this can be self-sabotage, or it can be being around people who can really bring your shit to the floor. This can be backstab and betrayal by a government body or a company or a partner. I feel like there's the need to leave a place as well. That's a big message here. So for the Aries who are kind of knowing what I'm talking about, this can be being in a country where the government is just corrupt and you don't agree with what's taking place. So for me, the Sun card reverse with the Six of Swords, you're having to move against something, you're having to move away from something, you're having to but the Tower for me is our conditioning, it's our upbringing, it's our value system. This can be moving away from a religion, it can be moving away from parents, it can be moving away from an identity that doesn't feel true to you. But this will come with destabilization, it will come with instability, it will come with the collapse of the old self and the old life. I love this reading. I'm really hoarse. Might be the gin I've been drinking over the weekend. It's not good for your throat, and it's just kind of mad weather. So, but obviously, if you want to book a personal, I can look into your personal situation, and this is a general read. So take what resonates, leave the rest. But some of you, this is good. It's kind of like everything you thought you believed, everything you built your identity around is coming down. It's not your identity. It's not who you want to be. It's not where you want to be, because if it was, you... Right, Aries, let's carry on in part 2. Like, there's nothing I can do. It's just this tablet that I'm recording on. It just goes off, so it doesn't matter, okay? And that's what we're going to do, right? Like, things have become very, very messy, okay? Since the pandemic, since everything that's happened, it's like things are becoming a little bit better than they was, but they're still very, very challenging for a lot of people, okay? So I really feel like a message for you moving forward is re-establishing your security. Some of you are just moving into a new path, you're moving into a new time. This can be going through a divorce, meeting somebody else, rebuilding your life. This can be, again, walking away from things that they just don't represent you. You know, an old identity, a way of life, a religion. It just doesn't represent you no more. Okay, I do get as well with Aries, some of yous, the more balanced Aries, it's the electromagnetic frequency. So the tower rules Mars, it rules frequency, it rules energy. What I'm getting here is you are living in an environment or in a frequency, which will be a place. So every country has a frequency, it has an energy. Like a human, you have an energy, the person down the street has an energy, and an environment has an energy. And you just can't be there anymore. This is getting your family out before a disaster happens, I've just got to say it. For me, to see the combination of the Ten of Swords with the Tower, that's war. Right? And then you had the Six of Swords with there's something in your instinct that's like, we've got to get out this country, we've got to get away from this place because it's just not going to end good. I mean, we're talking to the collective, which is Aries. How many Hamas and Israelis are Aries? It could be being in that, because the energy that Aries is carrying is the Tower. So this is being in a war zone, being in a disaster, being in a catastrophe. Okay? Ten of Swords is what they'll be going through is darkness in the mind, defeatism, pain, suffering, betrayal. So it's very real. But for those Aries who are not in that condition, there is definitely something about your body is telling you, it's alerting you to some kind of instability, triggers. There's a need to leave a place or leave a person that triggers us. And in the Tower, you've got the two people in the dark night of the soul. So this can be around people who bring out our dark side. This can be two people who are violent with each other, for example. Okay? So the other side of the coin is sometimes what you have to do is move yourself out of that situation. So I always say this about, for example, a man who's having unconscious triggers towards his wife and his children, and he doesn't remove himself from that situation, so he ends up killing them all. That's what the Ten of Swords with the Tower would be. Okay? And there can be many reasons for this, and we're going to be doing deep coaching. Join the membership. We're going to be doing lots of new stuff. But I'll talk about all of this. But I feel like for Aries this week, there's a disaster waiting to happen for some of yous. And I think all the signals are going off in your body. All of the red flags are, and by listening to the signal of your body, by paying attention, you'll be able to kind of avert a disaster. Some years it's just generally like you're not happy. You're not happy, and you want to move to like a new place, a new location. Like you don't want to be in a certain country or a certain environment to which there's always bad energy and just feeling unstable and injustice and unfairness and propaganda and all this darkness that's taking place. So yeah, but it's obviously going to be quite difficult to do because you've got to change your life, you've got to go to a new place, you've got to re-establish yourself, but it could also be the thing that makes you very, very happy. So some of you, you're breaking an old life apart. Some of you are leaving a marriage to go to a new marriage, or you're leaving a partner to go to a new partner, but you've still got to go through the breakdown before you can have the breakthrough. Okay? I'm getting something to do with not being supportive with the life, worried about social judgment, worried about, but again, it's your life. Are you going to choose the opinion of other people or your own happiness? Like, that's really the choice this week. The Page of Cups. Okay. What are we seeing? What else are we seeing for Aries, please? What else are we seeing for Aries? Okay, so yeah, the Justice card. There's a decision that needs to be made. Some of this is to do with legal decision. It could be over a child, because you did have the Three of Cups with the Page of Cups. Okay, the Tower could be anger towards the father of the child, the mother of the child. This can be social pressure. Okay, but there's definitely a decision that needs to be made. Okay. And then we've got the Nine of Wands with the Fool reversed. I feel like some of you is like you're trying to hold on to this marriage, or you're trying to hold on to this way of life, or coming back to what I said, you're ignoring signals. But I'm also getting like social pressure. So I'm getting for the Aries woman or the Aries man, there's a group of people or a family who's trying to beat you down in your choices. And I think you're going to stand strong in who you are and not let people dictate. This could be a partner where there's like cultural differences. This can be a dream that you want to follow, but your parents don't agree with it, your culture doesn't agree with it, but you're just going to do it anyway. And that's it. Your heart's not for sale. No one has the right to tell you who you get to love, like what you get to do as a mission in this world now. So you've got a big decision to make. Again, I do think some of you Aries are going to continue to fight for something, hold on, ignore the signals. But I feel like something is destroying you from the inside out. The Tower for me is a person who's internally at war. And the combination with the Tower and the Ten of Swords is not good. When the body is at war, it will conflict the mind. And then the vessel becomes conflicted. So, yeah, you can't stay where you are. This can be a marriage where it's not good for you, but again, you need the money, or it can be a job. But I do think something's got to give. Because maybe you will be able to keep peace in the external world, but you will erode internally, psychologically and unconsciously. Mind and body. For some of you Aries, I think some of the people around you are the problem. Maybe it's not you. Maybe your instability is being caused by these other people. And I do think that's happening for a lot of people.